What's going on, Sumolings? Thank you so much for joining us for another product walkthrough webinar. I am joined by the team over at PWA for WordPress. This is a WordPress plugin that generates an app-like shortcut for your WordPress site, giving users from both Android and iOS mobile devices access to your wonderful page, starting at just $59 right now on the AppSumo store. Before we dive into the walkthrough, I want to tell you just a few quick things. The first is if you want to tell us a little bit about your use case, you want to tell us a little bit about your site, we would love to hear about it over in the chat room. The second thing is if you have any questions about the tool, the deal, how to get set up, anything like that, go ahead and leave those questions down below in the Q&A box. We will be circling back to those at the end of the walkthrough. And the last thing is that there will be a replay of this available. So you can watch this truly as many times as you want, but also if you need to step out, that's a-okay. All right. Hey, Mohammed, how are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm great. How are you? Hi, AppSumo. Hello. And this is my co-founder, Ahmed. Hey. And we can start it right now. We can start the ball rolling.
Absolutely. I'll go ahead and pass this over to you. Sumolings, questions in the Q&A box down below, and I will check in with you all in a little bit. Have fun.
Yeah. So let's start. I'll just start my screen. I'll start sharing up my screen now. So welcome to PWA. So now what the PWA is. So PWA is a technology that uses the power of PWA and provides the app-like experience to all of the users. And we have been developing this technology for the last 2.5 years and building with the team that have, we have been developing this for the last 2.5 years. And we have a lot of users, around 20,000 users who can use the PWA technology. And who we are a WordPress based company out of Hyderabad, India. And we have been developing and selling products on top of WordPress for the last 11 years. And we have more than 300,000 users across the world, and a lot of big companies have been using our product, and we have been developing WordPress related stuff for the last 11 years, more than 300,000 customers, and we have a team of 28 people and growing. So you can find the more detail about who we are and what we have been doing in our link that is shared below in magazine3.company. So you can find more info about us. So now our products, what we have been doing. So these are some of our products that we have. It's first AppForWP is our product, and these are the showcases of our product. Combined of all these products, we have more than 300,000 users. Now coming on to the main question that we have for today, what is PWA technology and what are the benefits of it? So the basic gist of all a PWA technology is it's progressive web app. It's a web app technology developed as an open source to provide a better user engagement for the users. So users can directly create an app like shortcut for their websites without spending a lot of time and a lot of money, because 90% of the users are coming to most of the websites via mobile phone. So developers create lots and lots of time and effort put into they put more time and effort on developing the PWA, the regular websites and the responsive websites. And when they create an app, and they spend a lot of time and money developing that as well. So with the help of PWA technology, we can create the seamless whole website, seamless experience we can get into the mobile phone of the users. So with the power of PWA technology, what we can do is we can create an experience for the users, and it is it's a very less time consuming. It has a better performance because it caches the website when the user is accessing the website on their mobile phones. It's easy to install. It's very less cost to maintain, and it is always on user's phone. So you can just with few clicks and few marketing tips, as with the PWA has a built-in notification support. When someone clicks or does some kind of an action, you can send them to a PWA notification, and they will be able to get the interaction on the website. So now how the PWA works. So let me share with you. So this is a PWA. PWA comes with a general, it's like a WordPress plugin that you basically install. So once the PWA plugin is installed on your WordPress site, you just go to general regular plugin and activate the plugin. And once the plugin is activated, you can access to this extension manager, and this extension manager have all the modules that we have set up. This is a basic PWA for WP dashboard, and here you can see the installation status. Its PWA is working, and how it's behaving. And for the setup, there are few configurations that you can do to handle PWA, and these are some of the important settings that user are going to see. So your app name, your short name, app description, what exactly is your app does, and your icons and everything. And these are the offline pages that, or these are the starting pages and offline pages that you can set up from here. So if a user has downloaded PWA app, and if he goes offline, what pages should be shown here? So you can set up those from here. And these are some branding related settings. And these are the features that are the main power of PWA. So PWA comes with a lot of flexibility and options. You can do a lot of customization and a lot of things with PWA. And here one few settings that we are going through one-on-one. First setting is the push notification. So you can set up a push notification from the PWA dashboard, and you can send those push notifications directly from the inside. And here the custom banner, add to custom banner. These are the settings where you can see. Let me open the demo for you. This is the PWA. This is how a banner comes in and asks a prompts for someone to install a PWA. So if someone clicks on this, it will ask for a PWA installation, and Ahmed will share the URL in the chat box if anyone wants to access the demos of the site and install PWA on their phones. So the great part of PWA is it works on mobile phones, it works on the desktops, it works on any device, any platform. Safaris have a little bit of restrictions coming up with PWA, but in the upcoming roadmap for Safari, they are going to provide full-fledged support for PWA as well. So there are some minor restrictions that are coming, but I hope in future roadmap, the Safari is also going to comply with PWA related restrictions. And for cross browser and cross device compatibility, PWA should work fine. And if someone installs the PWA, it will install it and it will come in a format like this. So right now it's coming on a desktop, but you can enable on you will get a similar experience on the mobile phones as well. Here at the bottom, you can see notification. We can enable the notification here. And if someone, if a user of your websites has subscribed for the notification and has installed PWA, you can directly target that customer by sending up the push notifications to get the maximum engagement and provide maximum benefits to the user. Here are some of the settings that are more customizable and branding related things. There are the loader icon is there. When the page refreshes, which kind of a loading icon and what color of this icon should be. This is a UTM tracking, and this is very helpful for the marketers or for the person who wants to track how many users are coming from the PWA, and they can set up whatever the campaigns they want, and those campaigns will be directly reflected in the Google Analytics. This is a call to action button. This is the button that we see here at the top. Now, the beauty of this is I have installed the PWA. Now the banner and the notice bar for asking for the installation will not come here. So this is the very powerful stuff, and we have built that kind of a UI to make sure we do not get a duplicate request for that. And you can customize the settings and the size and the color branding of the CTA bars as well from these settings. And these are call to action, and this is a data analytics, and this is a very powerful add-on. It gives you a graph like view on how many people have downloaded PWA, who are like what's the download trend and how many people have downloaded the app in the last few days. And this is a pull to refresh, so it will provide an app-like experience when someone refreshes the page on the website, and they will get a experience of proper pull to refresh notification. And the scroll bar, this will provide on the top running scroll bar, and it will show in a UI format how many what's the page size left for, and how many how page wise he has consumed the content. And this is a very big I would say a revolution that we have built with, and this will generate the APK for your website directly from the WordPress dashboard. So when someone clicks download APK, it will generate a dynamic APK, and it will provide APK format files that you can directly install on Android devices, or you can directly submit those files into Google platforms. And also we have a few more modules that are currently offline, so you can go to the extension manager and enable it. Also, these are the modules that are the advanced modules that we have built, and more modules are going to come in future that I'm going to share with you guys in my product development roadmap. Now, let me go through a couple of examples that we have set up for you guys. So this is the WooCommerce type website that is fully built with Elementor and WooCommerce, and it is built with the Astra theme. And this whole UI is directly can be visible through the PWA installation. Let me share with you on the mobile phone how this experience looks like. And guys, if you have any questions, you can ask it in the chat. We'll go through all those questions of yours one-on-one by the end of the video. And my co-founder here, who is keeping an eye on the question and answers, and we'll always hear we'll go through all the questions at the end to make sure we go through all of the queries that you have. So I hope you're able to see the screen. And if someone opens the app, it will create an app-like experience for all of them. And we can and I'll go through one more thing for the push notification first, and then we'll continue with the demo. Here push notification it complies with three plugins. One with pushnotifications.io that is built by our team. One is the FCM push notification that is developed by Google, and we are also working with the development with OneSignal, and it works with OneSignal as well. But we recommend using these because this is directly integrated with our servers, and we are improving these experiences so far. So by merging with the third party, it can create some of the issues, but with our server, we have fully integrated with it. So here, if you activate it, and by the way, this push notification plugin is free. So anyone can install it and send push notifications to the users. So here you can see the total number of subscribers that I have. And here are the basic settings. So if you activate the plugin, it will ask for the API key, and it will give you a link that goes directly to the pushnotifications.io homepage, and it will once you install the plugin and activate the API key, it will take you to the dashboard. Here I have, as you can see, 5 subscribers, and after inserting the API key, here are the basic settings on what I have to on what settings the push notification should trigger. So let's say if I create a post, and let me set up the featured image. As you can see, the new post is created, and in the back end, if you open the campaign, you can see the new post is created, and on my phone, I just received a push notification from the server because I was testing it and out, and I was subscribed for the push notification via this phone. So you can see directly the push notification was called on my phone, and I can, if I open, I will directly able to access the push notification, and I will be directly accessing the post. And you can visit the campaigns and see how many push notification have been subscribers have been notified, and you can also see how many users have already subscribed to the push notification. This was the basic walkthrough. The product is very simple. It's not very difficult, not complicated to use. And that was our main motto. And I'll just go through the basic few more settings. So these are some of the settings that if you want to enable offline analytics, you can do that. And if you want to exclude some of the pages from caching it on the phone of the user, you can specify those pages here. And you can, there are the basic settings that can go through, and these are very simple settings that have been we put a lot of effort to keep this thing very simple. And this is the demo of WooCommerce product, and this is the Learn Dash, a course type of website that is put together, and that can also be that is also fully compatible with PWA. So if you are running any kind of a course management, any LMS, any course type of platform that you are using that is related with WordPress, you can use this, and with the help of push notification and this power of PWA, you can directly target and provide an app-like experience to your users. So I hope I have covered the questions. I hope I have covered all the features and related to PWA. And I would also like to share the development roadmap. We have received a lot of requests, and we have received a few questions. Let me just share you. PWA. So this is the development roadmap, and we are going to make a lot of changes and improve the plugin to make sure we have a best PWA plugin available in the market. So these are the few bugs that have been reported. These are going to be fixed in the next future updates. And these are the enhancements that we are going to build. And Ahmed will also share the link of the development roadmap in the chat box as well. So ability to create a different iOS screen for the splash screen. And we are also working on, as we have worked on developing dynamically generating APK files. And we will also be generating the source file as well. So one can modify those source file before submitting it to Google. So that will provide much more customized experience if someone wants to dig into the code files as well. And provide the compatibility for MotoPress, BuddyPress, and provide much more detailed features, detailed support for push notification, custom banner for push notification bars. And also I think this allow user to cache post request is going to be a very big feature for PWA, because when someone goes offline and it submits a form, that form is stored offline. So because the user is not online, it is stored in user's phone. And when when he comes into the network, that post request is sent to the website owner. So he does not lose the customer if he is online. And also we are going to developing these big features is offer discounts and provide PWA specific offers. So provide incentives to, if someone has a WooCommerce website and he provides an incentive for someone to download a PWA website, because he will get more and more users if he has captured and if he's been sitting on users phones. And these kind of features are going to be developed in recent time. And also these are the some of the advanced features, as we have a APK generator tool for PWA. A lot of a lot of users have requested the same for the iPhone app as well, because there are some restrictions that are, the iPhone ecosystem is like Apple ecosystem is like very tight, and they provide much more tight experience. So there are some restrictions in generating app, but we are working on it. I'm sure in upcoming time we will be able to crack this, and we will be able to provide users one-click PWA to iPhone app generation as well. And these are the white label versions, and these are the upcoming roadmaps that we have. So I hope I have covered the basics of PWA and how it is going to be made and used for the website owners. And I hope we can take few questions now.
Definitely. All right, Sumolings, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and leave those in the Q&A box. I'm just going to go from the top. The first question is, can I use PWA for only a few pages of my site, or do I need to put it on, or do I need to put those pages on a subdomain?
You can use it on your website. If a user wants to have a PWA for the certain pages, we have a short code that he can place it on particular page, and on only those particular pages will be shown as a prompt for PWA. So what user can do is go into the settings and just remove the default PWA banner and place this custom short code, and on that particular short code the PWA installation will be shown.
Awesome, thank you. Do ad companies support it yet?
Yes, because the PWA, the nature of PWA is it creates the whole website is captured under PWA umbrella. So whatever the data it is shown on the main website, the same data is shown in PWA as well. So either you are using any kind of WooCommerce, any EDD, any e-commerce website, any e-commerce plugin, any kind of ad network, those ad that you have set up for your responsive mobile view, those ads will be directly displayed under PWA.
Awesome. I'm hearing that your co-founder would like to ask you some of these questions. You want to take it from here?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Lindsay.
Of course.
So we have another question from Alhan and Joshua in the team and in the community group, in the chat group. So they are asking, what's the size of the PWA? And if we generate an app or APK with the PWA, what's the size of it?
So the plugin size is very small. So 2 MB would be the plugin size of the whole PWA package would be the max size of the PWA plugin. Yes, the size of the plugin will be increased a little bit if we add more features, but we have built the plugin in a modular way. If you activate a certain module, then only those files will be in use. So the plugin will be very fast and very efficient on the website. And the size of the APK would be around 8 to 10 MBs, depending upon the assets that you have for your website.
So guys, keep the questions coming and we are noting them down as we go. So we have around 30 people in the chat, which is great. So another question comes from Jonathan, and that's a curveball for us. So a lot of people, and by a lot I mean few, people are saying that plugin is slowing down the website, and Jonathan Moore is asking us if we can give some insight on that.
So usually what happens is the technology behind PWA is when someone installs a PWA, it creates a manifest file. And by manifest file, it generates whatever the icons that we have shown you on for the setup. Those icons are fetched on the mobile phone, and then these installation does happen. And what happens is, when those assets are larger, it can take some more time to generate the PWA. And if any kind of a PWA related performance related issue is happening with PWA, please do let us know. We are always here, and we take the performance very, very seriously. And if because we have done multiple tests using Query Monitor and New Relic, and we did not find any bulk or any kind of a heaviness on the server side or on the website. But if you are reporting, I think there must be an issue, but that does not have to be any issue. Like, you do not have to worry about this. We are always here to fix, and we are one of the company who have been providing an updates for the last 4.5 years for all the plugins that we are managing. So we are not keeping PWA down. This is one of our main products. So we are going to add more features and keeping it up to date. So if there are any performance related issues, I'm sure we will be able to fix those issues in the upcoming updates. And if you want to have, if you want to report that issue, you can directly go to pwaforwp.com/contact us. We will share the link in the group as well, in the chat box as well. So you will have less friction, and our team will always here to help you guys.
So I would just like to add to that. So Jonathan, we have been taking performance very seriously, and we have been working with these people who are saying that it's kind of making the site a little slow. So we want to fix those issues. It's just that we are working with them, and these are like 3 or 4 people, and there could be many reasons why it's slowing down. So we have not been able to pinpoint the exact reason, but as soon as we do, we will start fixing them. And if you are facing particularly any issues with performance, do let us know. We would be happy to take you and your site to the New Relic benchmarking tools, and we will be happy to speed it up. So another question comes from Leroy. He's asking, has anyone tried this plugin with Breezy or the other page builders, and does that work properly with the page builders or not?
So as I have shared a couple of demos with you guys, and I think Ahmed has shared the links of those demos in the chat as well.
Yes, I have.
So those pages are developed with Elementor and Astra, and the pages who are developed using any kind of a page builder, as I have shown you in the previously, I have also shared in the previously that whatever the responsive mobile website that you have set up using any page builder, like it's a Gutenberg page builder, it's a Elementor, Breezy, Divi, or any kind of other page builder that you have in the market, that website is replicated directly inside the PWA wrapper. So no matter what kind of a page builder are you using, no matter what kind of a website resources or ad network you are using, or any kind of a course platform, or any WooCommerce e-commerce related plugins you are using, those things will be directly shown inside the PWA application.
So Kathy asks, if PWA is does it act as a separate website, and what happens to the page views? Do they count as same or do they count as different? How does the page view count works?
Yeah, so as I have mentioned earlier, it replicates the websites under the wrapper of PWA and provides the benefits, the additional benefits of PWA, like caching, like notification, mobile device, storage access. So we can store the cache files on the device itself instead of getting the resources from the website every time when someone refreshes. So as the whole website is under the wrapper of PWA, the website will perform as like a regular website. If someone navigates from homepage to an article, that will count as a regular page view in Google Analytics. And if you want to track the user base, I have as in the shown in the webinar before, you can set up UTM tracking to specifically track how many users are coming from the PWA. So it will act as a regular website, and all the refreshes and the pages will be counted as page views like a normal website.
Great. So,
and also one more thing, if a user goes offline and if those pages are cached on the phone, and those pages will also be counted as a page views when user comes online, the analytics will be synced directly to the Google to make sure those page views are also updated when the user was offline.
So guys, I hope I am audible with my questions. So another question that comes from Alhan, he's asking 8 codes for unlimited sites is too much money. Would we ever reconsider this deal? Or maybe he's looking for some discounts on 8 codes.
Alhan, what I would suggest you, like what our philosophy like is not providing a cheap or discounted solution. We have resisted with unlimited website with the AppSumo, to be very honest. We were not planning to share the unlimited websites, but to provide a value to AppSumo customers and to provide AppSumo value to the AppSumo, and this window will be very, very short. And if you see the pricing that we have on our website is much more higher than what we are doing via AppSumo. So it's a deal, but it's open for a very short window. I'm not sure the prices will be getting lower than that. I'm very sorry, but what I would say is, if you are opting for unlimited websites, as you are planning to invest some more money, you must be having tens of or maybe hundreds of websites for yours, or you must be running an agency. If you are running an agency, you can recoup the price of that product with one client only. And in future we are going to provide it as a white label, but I'm not committing to it, but it is into our roadmap. It will take some more time, because for the white labeling we have to rewrite a lot of code, but it is in our roadmap to provide much more value to the person who are running agencies, to the agency customers. And with our team of 28 people who are constantly behind improving the product, I'm sure this is a bargain for what you are getting in out of value.
So another question comes from Kathy. So she's asking, so she saw it on the roadmap. We had a ticket where we are caching all the post requests.
Right.
She's saying, if we are already doing that with our offline forms, we are caching the form requests. So what's the difference between offline forms for PWA versus caching all the post requests?
Right.
I know it's a little too geeky, but let's try to simplify it down for people to understand.
Right. So the offline forms, let us tackle that first. So the main concern for the web agency owners was like, to if someone installs the PW and goes offline and submits a form, does my lead goes away or not? To tackle that, we built a offline form support, and that form was tailoredly made for a few contact form 7 gravity forms and WP forms related. So you must be aware the form plugins are very, very complex. There are multiple page levels, multiple submissions, image uploading, captcha verification. There are lots and lots of things going on when a form comes into play. So why we built this form as an extension was to provide 100% support and to provide as much as support we can for the offline form for those particular big players when it comes to forms. And when it comes to this a post request caching, this will be a global post request caching that can work, that cannot work, that is actually under development because it is a very complex situation. Post requests are also very I would say security also comes in when it comes to post request. So there are a lot of things, but the forms are the heart and soul of a small business website. So we have kept that in a different umbrella to make sure the form submission works seamlessly. And these are the new features that we are coming in. So I hope I have answered your question.
So Kathy has a question. So our APK would be around 2 MB, right? Or a PWA size would be around 1.5 to 2 MB of cache. So what she's asking is, when a website loads, the whole 2 MB loads, or how does it work?
What happens is the PWA, as I have mentioned, it creates a manifest file, and it will not load a PWA. 2 MB PWA will not load. Those files are for generating and running PWA in the background. So the PWA, when someone installs a PWA, it will load very, very instantaneously. If I show you the example.
So kind of like WhatsApp, right? The moment we open, it's
yes,
there.
The moment you open, if I show you, the moment I open, it will, if I just close it, the moment I open the PWA, it will load directly. That's it. This is how fast it is going to be.
And that's true with offline as well, right?
Yes, that is true with offline as well. If I again close everything and make the phone offline, I don't know if you can see it offline now, and if someone visits the page, it directly open. So it's just like another app. It will run on the background and it will not load 2 MB files every time.
So another question comes from Mikhail. He is a kind of user who has basically installed PWA. He has installed all the other extensions. He has set up push notifications, pull to refresh and whatnot, but he's just not able to get it working. What can he do?
Not able to get working. There are a lot of things why he is not able to get it working. And one thing that is related to cache. What has happened is that page might be cached. So what we have done is we have released an update, like we are, it is in the tags right now. After this webinar, we are going to release an update. And once that update is released, when someone saves the button, it refreshes the cache. So that may be a cache issue. I would suggest to you to clear the cache of your phone, uninstall the app and reinstall it again, and I'm sure you'll be able to get it working. And if you have any kind of an issue, our support team is always there. You can contact us at pwaforwp.com/contact us. We are always here for your help and support.
So I would recommend Mikhail to just contact our team. So our technical team is available. I've just shared the link on the group. So Mikhail has another question. So he's saying that, can we just have a PWA button anywhere on our website?
Yes, you can create.
So he probably saw it on the WooCommerce demo. There was a banner,
right?
But he's saying what if he doesn't want a banner? What if he wants a button called
right.
download somewhere on the website?
So for that, we have created a short code. So you can place the shortcode anywhere for as per your liking. You can place it on the text widget, in a footer, in a header. And also we have created, if you have access to the WooCommerce demo, if you click on the hamburger menu, you can see install PWA in the menu as well. You can install it on the menu as well. So we have created a banner that is available globally in the menu, as well as a shortcode. You can place it as per your liking.
Mikhail, if you have more questions or issues regarding your installation, you can just contact our support team, and they'll help you set up everything for you. Another question comes from Adam. So Adam is asking us, what would be the recommended retail price that they can resell on their website? In short, what would be an ideal price that they can charge to the local business or their client?
That totally depends on the user base that you have. But what I would suggest is between $500 to $1,000. That usually is a good price for a small business from which you can charge it for. And you can use all the products onto their website and provide them, because you will have to do a basic configuration. So I think $500 to $1,000 would be a good price and a fair price. And we are a lot of agencies are charging in a similar price for the small and medium businesses. For higher clients, you can charge even more than that.
So Kathy asks, how many contact form plugins do we support in the offline forms? From my understanding, we have WP Forms, Ninja Form, Contact Form 7, and Gravity Forms. Are there any other plugins which comes to your mind which we have made it compatible with?
Currently, we are compatible with 4 forms, and we are going to add compatibility for each and every major form plugin out there. But if you are not using any of the form plugin, if you're using any other form plugin that you have, please write us to the email. Please write to us on the support or email us at that would be, I think the support link would be more than sufficient. You can contact us from that channel, and our development team will create a ticket in the roadmap, and we will add it in our future updates.
So just to follow up on that, Adam is saying that we need to add for the Formulator plugin as well. So Adam, here's the interesting part. We made it in a way that it is basically generally caching the post requests of the contact forms. So 8 out of 10 plugins would be working. So the plugins which we have named are the plugins we have tested it personally with, but there are other plugins which would be working perfectly as well. So there are a lot of chances that Formulator is already working, but in case if it is not working, do let us know what part is not working, how it's not working. We will make it compatible with for you. Another question comes from Eric. So Eric is asking, for disabling the cache, we have this option where we have to enter a URL. So he's asking, what if he has a lot of events, suppose 10 events, and all those events has the word events in it. So he just wants to, make a URL fragment or a regex kind of a thing where he can just add one URL pattern and all those URLs will be excluded from cache. Is there such feature planning to come on the roadmap?
Currently, it is not. Currently, we have support for the static URLs, but this is a very good idea. I will note it down in my future feature requests, and I'm sure we'll be able to build that feature and add it in our future updates. I hope that's the question. Do we have any more questions, Ahmed?
Yes, we do. We have a lot of questions coming in. So another request for Formulator and Fluent Form is also there. Yes, we will basically make it compatible for all the forms.
Generally, what happens is the form submission works automatically. So the basic handling for the forms that is required is for the offline users. And for the current generation that we are, basically 99% of the time, we are always connected on any device or any kind of a network. By any chance, if we go offline, for that scenario, we require the offline forms. but the submission we are working to make the submission engine in a way that we have to be less dependent on the plugin and build an engine so it can handle any kind of a form request to can be submitted offline.
So Eric, I totally understand that, and I totally agree. It's totally awesome in Lindsay's words. We would have loved to have Lindsay over here. We missed her as well. So couple of questions we have from the, so I have three big questions over here that were the most asked questions on the on our AppSumo page. So one is PWA to iOS app. When can we expect? Is it on the roadmap? Is it on the roadmap, and when can we expect?
As I have mentioned previously that iOS comes with a little bit of challenges. So we are tackling those challenges and it is into our roadmap, but I'm sure we'll be able to resolve that. And by the end of the year, maybe in a 3 to 6 months period, we'll be able to tackle that and build a app generation engine that will be able to seamlessly generate both kind of apps. And because it comes a lot of work, and we are focusing on improvement PWAforWP from all the areas. I hope you are going to see that in future.
So it seems that there are a lot of people using BuddyBoss theme, which is an alternative for BuddyPress, and
Right.
people are very passionate about this. So they just want to know how well can we implement BuddyBoss. So one of the things that we can do on the top of BuddyBoss is we can implement their push notification service, right? And if there are more ideas that you have for integrating BuddyBoss or how we can implement BuddyBoss with PWA, do let us know. Currently, we have not used personally that product, but once we have more insights or more feature requests, we will definitely be looking forward to improving our BuddyBoss implementation.
Right.
So that was more of a request from the people's side
Right.
to
So
the team.
the basic BuddyBoss integration would be directly working as I have previously mentioned. It takes the website and adds the PWA power to the regular websites. So whatever you are serving on the mobile view of your website, either it is BuddyBoss or BuddyPress, it should work. Yes, there are some of the things that might not work with PWA, like notification or the extra elements that BuddyBoss comes with. But we are always here and committed to make the integration with BuddyBoss or any other plugin that is helpful for the community.
So another one of the most innovative requests that we are getting from the community is ability to deeply integrate WooCommerce with push notifications. Like if somebody adds a PWA, they would get 20% discount. So to increase the PWA installs, or ability to send a specific product related discounts to only the PWA users. So is there such thing on the roadmap, or could we build, is it even possible? And if it is possible, when can they expect?
Building is definitely possible, and it is into our roadmap as well. If you access the link that Ahmed has shared in the group, that provides us that we have created the ticket, but the integration is very complex, because it requires a lot of touch points to make sure the product is working. But it is definitely possible, and it is our into our roadmap as well. So I think by the end of the year, maybe we'll be able to build, we are planning to build it as an extra module that, as you can see, for the offline forms, we are going to put it as a separate module. So that should not provide a load. If someone wants that, he can enable it. And we are going to provide a deep integration with all the major e-commerce and sellable related plugins for WordPress.
So we are almost at the end of the Q&A session, because we want to make sure we end it on time, right? So the another question that I have, the last one, is it's not more of a question, it's a bug or some user experience issue that Colin is getting.
Mhm.
So Colin says that he tried the demo, but on the demo, he was on the Learn Dash demo specifically. He was trying to enroll, but for some reason the enrollment was not working.
Mhm.
So it's not more of a question. I will take this offline with you on the email. It would be great if you guys could share more questions about the specifically like technical questions on the support link. I think Anthony has a question. There is a contact form made with Elementor, and what about the pressure of the plugin? Like, does it work on the shared hosting? Does it work? I mean, does it has any specific server requirements?
No, I don't think so. There are no server requirements. It's just another basic plugin. So if you have a WordPress websites that handles your regular views, and if you are using 5-10 plugins that most WordPress websites do, I think you will be able to use PWAforWP as well. If you are using not so expensive servers, this PWA is very good for you because it caches the assets on the user's phone. So if someone requests those pages again via PWA, those images, those fonts, and those extra JavaScript is directly served from user's phone, and that will save a bandwidth and a pressure on your server if you are not using very expensive servers.
So Lindsay, I think Lindsay is here with us. So Lindsay, would you like to jump in and ask anything or help us
Definitely.
know if we missed anything here?
Yeah, absolutely. Sumo, if you have any last questions that you would like to get answered, you can submit those to the Q&A box. I'm going to go through some of the recent ones that have been asked that have come in while y'all have been doing this. I did not also know that I was known for saying the word awesome. I don't know how I feel about that, but I appreciate it. All right. So the questions that we've gotten recently from Richard, is it compatible with subsites on a WPMS install?
So WPMU.
Okay.
Multi-site.
Multi-site, yeah, it is compatible with multi-site as well, because if you install it on a master plugin, it will create a subsites, and I'm sure you will be able to get up and running for multi-site as well.
Thank you. Do you support contact forms through Elementor contact form that's natively built in?
Yeah, it should work, and it should work out of the box without any integration. And but if there are any submissions that I think I see a pattern here. If I want to clear one thing, that all of the forms will work out of the box if user is online for everything. You don't have to worry about that. Only integration is required for the offline forms when user goes offline. So if if the user goes offline, then we have to build a specific integration to make sure the request does not lost due to the network loss. So the basic forms and whatever forms the user has built through Elementor, it will work and it should work. But if there is any issue, our support team is always here for help. Just provide us a specific issue, what is happening, what's not working, and we'll fix it for you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, Sumolings, we are coming to the end of our questions. We have just a couple more. If we update the WordPress website from the back end, will the PWA app also get automatically updated with the website content?
Yes, it will. And if someone has enabled for push notification support, and if someone creates a new post, that post will be automatically updated in PWA, and users will receive a notification for that as well.
Amazing. Thank you. Anthony just asked, I may have missed this earlier, but what does the user see when they go to download the app from the App Store? Can you brand it around your own brand/theme?
Yes, you can make a brandable, because whatever the icons that you have set up for the splash screen and for the basic AppSumo, the basic PWA integration, those icons will be taken out and set up as an app icons. So you can set up for your brand as well. And
Awesome.
in future, we are also providing the Gradle and code files. So if someone want to really go inside and change for the code, you can do that as well.
Cool. All right. So those are all of the questions that we've gotten since the Q&A started. Sumolings, as you know, I'm going to stall for just a second, see if anything else comes in. It seems like you guys answered all of the questions, though. I really appreciate it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close this out.
So
yeah.
I just wanted to say that in this hard times of COVID-19, it was really fun and it was really, it was really refreshing to, talk to a lot of people and get their questions asked. And it was very refreshing, and I think it's really engaging, and I hope that people are safe out there, and we should really do this much more often, and we should really help them on the fly.
Right. And I really hope you guys are safe. And do you have any more questions left, or do you want us to continue with it? I cannot hear you, Lindsay. I think.
Sorry, I muted my mic. All right, so we do have a couple more questions. If you guys want to take them, I can scoot off. We have a question that was asked a couple times, was how many users do you have using the PWA apps?
For our free version of the app, we have more than 20,000 users using it, and the users are growing day by day. So more than 20,000 users already have
active users.
Wow. Great. We have a question. Can I make a PWA download link to share in WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, etc.?
Downloadable link is not.
So the ticket we have for the email.
Okay, yeah, for the email, yes.
We can use the same thing.
Okay, so currently it's not, but we have a support ticket, and we have for the features list we have in it. So in future updates, you will be able to get a shareable link for your PWA app that can be shared via any social media or email.
Great. What are the coding languages used in the Android APK and iOS app?
For the iOS, as you can see, we do not support iOS yet, so I cannot say about iOS. But for the Android, it's a Gradle network that we are using to generate the APK files, and these are the automatically generated APKs. So you do not have to do any kind of a modification. But once those, once we are get engine much more refined, then we'll be able to extract those code files as well, and then you can use your regular Java to modify those files to make sure.
So basically a Java compiler is running in the background, on the top of which the Android
files are generating.
SDK is there.
Great. Somebody asked, are we authorized to customize the plugin source code and make it white labeled ourselves?
Yes, you can. And you do not have to, because we are building that for our customers. So we'll be developing a white label plugin, white label version of PWAforWP. So why work twice?
I agree. That sounded like a lot of work, but hey, if they know how to do it, why not? Sounds like a brain exercise. We have a request from Anthony. Will you guys create video tutorials and deeper walkthroughs?
Yes, we are planning to do that because for the last few months, we have been much more focused on developing PWA and make it much more refined as a product. But now we have a couple of more smaller glitches that we are going to fix it in a next 1 or 2 updates. Once we have sorted that out, then we are going to work on making our documentation better. And yes, we are going to add more video tutorials and coding examples and much more detailed walkthrough videos via our documentation section.
Awesome. All right. So I believe this is a follow-up on the Buddy Press and Buddy Boss questions. To save time, can we add URI fragments, i.e. /events /?
For the firing of the events, is he talking about?
So disabling the cache.
For the specific, yeah, for that, yes, we are going to build that. So user can write a regex URL, and those similar patterned URLs will be not cached via PWAforWP, and those images, those files will be served directly. So yes, we have that in our features list. So be sure to check out that, and it will be updated very, very soon.
Great. All right. Jonathan has a question. Can you remove a website and add a new one? For example, is it 10 at a time or 10 added at any time? If I have 10 and remove the plugin from one of those 10, can I add a different one in its place?
So I would like to answer that. So currently the way it works is when you redeem a code, it's redeemed, right? So if you have 10 activations and if you use one, you have 9 left. You cannot undo the one that you have already used. So we are working on this feature in the backend, which will allow you to unregister or transfer the code or the license to another website as well. So in case if you are using on, so suppose if you have 10 of them and you have used it on the staging side, just let us know. We will increase a couple of activations for you. That should not be a problem. But in the near future, we are going to build this where you will be able to transfer the license or transfer the code as well.
And also one more thing, if you are using the codes on your local host, it will not be counted because we detect which type of local host you are using, and the license will not be counted if you are using it on a local host for the testing.
Great. Will AdSense ads be shown on PWA app?
Yes, it will. And other ad networks will also be shown. If you're using any kind of ad network or you're using custom ads, it will show without any issue.
So a follow-up technical info on that. So we are working on this feature, which is not on the roadmap, but it will be on the next roadmap, which will be like if you are offline and there are a lot of ads. So obviously if the ad is coming from AdSense server, and if you are offline, the AdSense ad will not be displayed. So if you are offline, we will show an alternative ad.
Yes, we are working on that. So let's say if you are have an AdSense ad and that you goes offline, you can always show a custom banner or any other affiliate banner or any other ads that you want to show that you have tied up with a local company, that you can show up as a fallback ad if the parent ad does not load. So we are working on that. So you do not lose the view.
I have a WooCommerce shop with 600 to 900 products. Will the push notification allow me to let users know when I've added a new product or blog post?
Yes, it will work.
Very cool. Love it. Does this work with Cloudflare CDM caching I'm using for my site?
Yes, absolutely. It will work.
Just if you have a glitch with Cloudflare, they have this thing called Rocket. They have some feature where they are optimizing the rocket loader. That's called rocket loader, where they are optimizing the JS. Sometimes it might mess up with the manifest. So usually it should not, but I have seen some Cloudflare people facing this bug, and that can be easily resolved by adding a filter, which I think is there on our documentation as well. But in case if people are having problems with Cloudflare, they can always reach out to our team. We are getting around 70 to 80 questions every day, and we have around team of 28 people. So it's at the end of the day, our focus is on solving the problems. Lindsay,
are you there?
Yes, I am. All right, Sumolings, we really are coming to the end of questions here. So if you've got any more, go ahead and send those in. I'm sorting through just like the last of them now. Are you able to drip feed content via the app and push notifications?
Drip feed content is not at the moment, but because uh, the content what you have displayed on your website, that will show on the PWA. But if because we did not receive any kind of request till now to drip content only for PWA, we are but that is possible. So if you are interested in developing into it, or any other user who are listening to this are interested, please reach out to us. We can definitely build it on a user's request if we are getting a lot of requests with a similar question.
So there is one question which would be helpful for a lot of people. Alhan asks, do I get a panel to see and check which sites are activated with licenses? So yes, but his main question is, and a lot of people are asking this, in case if he doesn't want to offer a service or a PWA to a specific client, suppose the contract ends with their client, and if he doesn't want to provide the plugin updates to that user, can he just disable the activation and will this service stop for the client?
Yes, it can. It will work like that. And from the PWAforWP.com/account for your account where you have downloaded the plugin from, we'll get a list of all the websites that are active. So if you can stop that from a specific URL, if you stop it, that will be the future updates will be stopped to that particular website, and the license key that you have put in will be stopped.
So it will be revoked, right?
Yes, the access will be revoked to that particular customer. What he has will have, but will not receive the future updates.
Right.
Great. We have another question on roadmap things, 2 roadmap questions. 1, does your roadmap include user-based event-driven caching to query data?
I believe we already got this question. Maybe it's from Eric, but yes, we are doing this.
And the next question was, any timeline for the Apple app users or iOS users?
By the end of the year, because as I have previously mentioned, the iOS platform is a little bit tricky, but we are working on it. And as we are refining our whole app generation engine, by the end of the year, we'll be able to make it happen.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. I think that's it. Unless Ahmed, do you have different feelings about that? Is it for you?
I think we have covered everything. I don't have any other info which we can provide. We have already bored a lot of people with tech stuff.
All right, we have overwhelmed you all with information, so now we're done. We're going to leave you. If you have not already, you can go to appsumo.com/PWA4WP, no dashes or anything like that, to begin redeeming your codes. It's starting at just $59 for a lifetime deal. And of course, that's backed by AppSumo's 60-day guarantee. So you can go ahead and get set up, play around with it, make your apps, impress everybody. And of course, let us know how it goes for you. If you have any more questions, go ahead and leave those on the deal page. Yeah, thanks so much.
Or you can use PWAforWP/contact us link, and we are always here to help you. And it was very nice talking to all of you guys. I really appreciate you jump into the webinar, and I hope we were able to provide some value to you guys. And I'm sure we are always here for you, for your help. Please go ahead and make the purchase. It should be a best investment for your business if you're running a web agency and providing services related to WordPress.
Yes. So I say we couldn't have developed this product without the people's feedback.
Right.
And the awesome feedback that we have been getting, it really gives us a lot of confidence to build the amazing product in this industry. So just to give you an idea, we are not going to stop it anytime soon, and we will be going to develop this product as long as the PWA lives. So that's the dedication that we have from our side.
Amazing. This is a really, really cool product. I'm really impressed with it. Y'all have been so much fun to host a webinar with. So thank you for joining us today. Yeah, and thank you, Sumo Links, for watching. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I realize at the end of all of these, I always say you're awesome. And that's why I'm getting, yeah.
No,
but
you are awesome.
you're awesome.
Sumo Links are awesome.
Yeah. That's
Yes, you are Sumo Links. All right. Bye, everybody.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Take
Take
care.
care.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.